I don't think black hair is represented at all in the media. In terms of what's represented by black women in the media is this kind of idealized version of beauty, which is very Eurocentric and Western. Therefore, a lot of the black actresses, singers, and celebrities that we see are most of the time representing like a European straight, silky hairstyle, which is not black hair. More recently, though, you have a lot of the neo soul artists like Erica Badu, that is Jill Scott, India Ree, and of course Lauryn Hill, who sport like natural hairstyles, which I think represents black hair, but it's definitely a minority. It's not something we generally see as a mainstream thing.
I get many different reactions, actually, from both men and women about my hair. That also depends mainly on what their hairstyle looks like. And I think it's a moment of comparison when you meet someone else. I have dreadlocks, so it's pretty clear what kind of hairstyle I like to wear. Something rough, still kept neatly.
I believe both long hair and short hair is beautiful. It depends on the person that it's on. But again, like, it doesn't have to be, it's the texture that's the question, because you can have short straight hair or long dreadlocks. It's like, it depends on the person and the individual, really, I think.
Oh, when I came to England, how was I combing my hair then? I think I was still combing it, like Afro type of style around that time. This was still in the 70s. And then eventually I permed it during that time, because I had quite a long hair at that time. So it was like Afro, and then we used to, Afro. And then when we were going out, we used to put like a puff, Afro puff.
I think a concept of black hair is represented, but I don't think that concept necessarily is actual black hair, if you know what I mean. Well, I've changed recently. I mean, for years I had very, very short hair. In fact, so short that the barbers were often very confused when I actually told them to cut it. But I think now I've decided to let it grow again. And at the moment, I'd say it's about 2-3 inches long at the moment. But yeah, I've had up until I'd say 6 months ago or so, I always used to keep my hair very, very low cut. In fact, any way that you wear your hair is a political statement. People say I have my hair like this because I like it. But really, what you do with your hair tells a lot about yourself. And really, what we do as women shows the next generation of girls what is attractive. When girls see their mum dressing up to go out, or their aunties dressing up, they assimilate with that what is normal and what is beautiful. So if you decide to wear your hair natural, in a way, even if you are doing it because that's the right thing to do for you, you are also showing something. And actually, I think there's nothing wrong with it being seen as a political statement in that way. I think if we have to make that statement, because we have to kind of re-educate people about what natural hair is. My afro. I loved my afro. I had the largest afro back in like 1996, 97, where it was almost unheard of for a lady in late teens to early 20s to have natural hair. And it was amazing, and the stuff that I was able to do with it. And at that point, I think it really was a political statement, because now you see afros everywhere. But at that point, it was really strange for people. But also, I liked the responses that I got, because people would see it and actually think, oh, but actually, that's really nice. Oh, I really like your hair. And it was really, I think they were surprised themselves that they were saying that. So I'd say, that was the best.
I find that if you have natural hair, people have a certain view about you. It's like, it's not accepted. It has to be westernized. It has to be straight to be good hair. So basically, people are saying if it's curly, if it's natural, it's bad hair.
Naturally, my hair was curly, and I relaxed it at about 17, and probably wish I never now, to be quite honest with you, because it was just searching and being able to find the right product to match my hair type, really. So I probably got it relaxed a bit prematurely. So since then, I've had dead straight hair, I suppose. But so the styles that I've worn my hair, so now it's chemically relaxed, so it's straight, long, sometimes bob is the shortest I've gone, really. I can put it up, I can put it down, I curl it now so I can wear it wavy, fringe, so various styles really. But I think black hair just has to be maintained a lot. So living in Oxford, and there's not many black hairdressers here, decent black hairdressers, you know, it means that you have to commute to London just to go and get your hair done. So it's maintenance really. So if you have a fringe or something like that, it's not, you know, they grow out quite quickly, so you'd have to go back up again just to get your hair trimmed.
I have worn my hair in 1,000,001 ways for 1,000,001 reasons. I've had like everything. I've had my hair relaxed from a very young age. When I was about 7 years old, I had my hair relaxed and it was very long. I used to like it because it used to fall down to my shoulders. But then when it would grow back a little bit, I had some regrowth, which means my natural hair was growing back through, and this would mean it wouldn't blow in the wind like my white friends, which I found very distressing. Like, I wanted it to flick, I wanted it to blow, I wanted it to move, I wanted it, you know, and it didn't do that after about a week or two when my natural hair would grow back from the root. I personally loved it when I shaved it because it made me stand out, because not a lot of people were brave enough to do that. So I generally liked having it really short. So I guess you could say having no hair was probably one of the most enjoyable moments for me. At the same time, to be 100% honest, having hair that appeals to everybody else obviously makes you feel extra confident. If you have a hairstyle that you think, well, it's whatever, innit? You know what I mean? But other people think, wow, you look like Naomi Campbell. You know what I mean? That also makes you feel good. So on the other hand, having hair that is commercially appealing, like having a long weave, whether you like it or not, you may look in the mirror and think, you know, I look like a celebrity, and this makes you feel good as well. So there is that conflict of interest between what you may like and what everybody else may like, and it overlaps, and it conflicts and it contradicts, and these are the many different dimensions of our psychology and the way the media affects our mind, and other people's perception of us affects our perception of beauty and our perception of ourselves.
Freedom. No longer slaves, blacks were now free to work their way up from the bottom of American society, but they still faced white racism. Whites saw African features as a sign that one is given to violence and lacking in intelligence. Many blacks lightened their skin and straightened their hair to appear more acceptable to whites in order to get ahead.